Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Homeless charities such as Shelter have been telling the SNP government that they have to reverse their policies when it comes to homelessness. They're saying the cuts to the social housing cost and their difficulties in planning, the changes to building regulations, all sorts of different things, the change to energy standards, ECB, moving everything up to a C from a D and so forth, making life hard for private rental landlords, etc. All these things are having a massive detrimental effect on homelessness, and particularly homelessness of the young. And they're saying that it is the young that are paying the very highest price for the failures of this government to understand the evils of its policies when it comes to housing. And it's been it's urging the government to restore those cuts, that 200 million that Humza Yousaf took away, and to make private rentals easier by stopping punishing the landlords in favour of the tenants. They're saying tenants' rights are important, but actually having the properties available in the first place is importanter. You know, without the private rental sector, there will be mass homelessness in Scotland. So it's a sector they need. Stop punishing them. Said most private landlords are pretty good. Sure, there's the rogues. Punish the rogues. Don't punish them all. Now, a leading charity worker said it was these youngers who are paying these prices, saying they are the ones least able to get any kind of home. They're the ones often staying at home with parents or guardians way beyond what is suitable. They're the ones most likely to end up, in doorways, under bridges, in cardboard boxes, and therefore likely to be abused physically, sexually, and that. So it's all a direct result of SNP policy. Well, who'd have thunk it? Of course it is. Now, East Lothian became the latest council area to declare a housing emergency, even though the whole of Scotland has got one. But they're saying that they are quite literally now in a position they cannot house anyone. Even properties that they would prefer not to open up because of the state of them, they're now being forced to, put people in even temporarily. Even though they're bad houses, they're better than good streets. And so it's just going to get worse. And of course, Paul McLennan, you've got the housing minister there, the SNP housing minister. He hasn't got a clue what he's doing. He's got no answers. He hasn't got the funding. And even if he had the funding, he wouldn't have the answers, He's just officially trying to fix a problem that's well beyond his capabilities. And yet he's still singing from the same hymn sheet about, all the landlords are bastards, let's grind them out and get them out of business. Which is fine if you've got 1 million spare houses lying around. But you don't. You've got no social housing availability. So what are you doing? Well, let's go and make things worse for the most vulnerable, the least able to do anything about it. It's deliberate and it's disgusting. It's inhumane. But they're so fixated on harming landlords that they're actually harming tenants. What a wonderful, clever bunch they truly are. And of course, all this tenant protection stuff all came in because Patrick Harvey is a renter and he'll never own. Who'd lend him money? It's not as though he's got a fixed job, is it? Certainly got no talent, no experience, no qualifications. And other than being a gobshite in Holyrood, what else can he do with his life? Nothing. So of course he needs protection in law. It'd be funny if his landlord sold up though, wouldn't it? Hey ho. Let me know what you think. Take care. Goodbye.